Are you a newly empowered spider person looking for that special someone?
New York City is a whole new level of crazy these days.
Tired of random superpowered people showing up only to find you have nothing in common with them because they're not a spider person? At webfling.u, we could match you with anyone in the spider person genre. From wall crawling to web slinging, we've got you covered. Whether you want a random fling to swing across rooftops or something a little more street level, webfling.u will use our computer algorithms to match you with your genetically enhanced web slinger of your dreams or visions. As long as you can create a profile, you can use our site. We won't tell. Sign up today. Webfling.u. We put the fling back into your web.
Are they going to pull a blame Rachel Zegler, Dakota Johnson, Rachel Zegler thing on Madam Web failing? Look at this. She's seen exactly 4%.
I mean, what percent of...
Oh yeah, subscribe to this channel or else. I'm not kidding. I might yell at you. I might beg you for money. But that's because we live in a service industry tip society where I'm not making money to make movies. Guess what? They're not making money to make movies either. They're not paying extras. They're not paying background actors. That was what the main writer's strike was about, wasn't it? Hollywood and the industry, the entertainment industry, decided that they were going to go the same route as pretty much everyone, in retail, in corporations, in corporate America. They were going to go that route and take as much off the top as they can and what? Make it as bad as they possibly can, cut as many corners as they can, and then blame what? The useless women. Hey, I admit it. I can't do anything. I need daddy to come and rescue me and to put a ring on it already because I admit it. That's a great way to get people to subscribe. Is that what they're going to do with her? Just throw her under the bus and blame her because she's only seen what? 4% of them?
Marvel movies have you seen? Let's be real. And this isn't meant as a negative. Like, again, just...
4%.
4%.
Which is like 15 minutes of one.
I mean, what percent of Marvel...
So she's in 15 minutes of one of the movies, right? They told her she'll be doing 35 Marvel movies the rest of her life.
You're a part of the Marvel universe.
I know.
They
got you. They got you.
Now you know what that means.
What does it mean?
You're gonna
be on the roster answering interviews of questions of people as to why you don't know these characters, right?
be doing like 35 films. You have career employment for the rest of your life.
Great.
Literally.
I don't know if that's what that means. I think they'll use her maybe for a split second. Well, she's not even a Marvel movie. It's a Sony. That's the other thing. A lot of the normies don't know the difference between a Marvel movie and a Sony Spider-Man movie. Right? What's wrong?
Yeah, I mean... it's
Men, be the heroes. You don't want women in these movies. We don't want to be in these movies. We don't want to star in these. We admit it. We're useless. Save us, all right? We admit it. We can't do anything right. We need you to come in and rescue us. Tell me why this movie sucked and why this is wrong.
This movie is really bad. It's really, really, really bad. It is... Listen... I said a number of years ago, the worst thing that you, as in the audience, could do was go see Venom. And you know why? Because you told Sony by seeing Venom to the tune of $800 million, ooh, hello, people want more of these movies. Yeah, we get to make more movies without Spider-Man. And so they made Morbius. And so they made Madam Web. And they're making Kraven the Hunter. And they're making other stuff. Yeah, and it's not going to stop.
Do you think a lot of this is just because these were like the post-COVID movies and they had nothing, and now with the writer's strike they're realizing they had nothing, and they had nothing?
No. This was not specifically this, but they kind of altered it. But there was a plan in place before before the great toilet paper shortage, and a lot of that was supposed to springboard off Alex Kurtzman's Amazing Spider-Man movies. And the poster boy for Failing Upward did just that. Failed upward. And now everybody else is... I guarantee you they'll fail upward here too now. So nobody ever fails for long in Hollywood. They just fail up. But like I said, This movie feels almost, I don't want to say slapped together.
It was. I'm seeing people blame the studio for interfering too much. They're defending the writer, despite the writer never really making anything that good. They're defending. I'm seeing more push for this. I'm seeing more of a push for this to for people like, oh, what was it? Chris Stuckman. They're going around mad at the Chris Stuckman interview where he's saying, now I can't blame Hollywood or the entertainment industry for making a bad movie. I'm trying to work in the industry and I know how hard it is and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's why it's hard, because it's not easy to make a good movie.
Well, it's not easy to make a movie, period. We get that. And if anybody can make a movie, they would let anybody make movies. The point is, we can't keep crapping out a new movie every week in the post-pandemic era when people don't have money. Okay? So when people don't have money...
Well, yeah, they're going to be more judicious about what they see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah, Madam Wet, pass. See you later. So... First Marvel...
Well, I mean, who the hell is she? Who cares? Why do we care about this character?
It's a character from the 80s.
My first thought is, are they going to just throw Dakota Johnson under the bus and blame her? When literally nobody cared about this.
This will be covered up, not covered up, but this will be buried pretty quickly. This will be memory hole pretty quickly.
Well, they're saying it's going to be like a slumber party thing.
It might make some money on video on demand. It's going to turn up on basic cable an awful lot. I know that. That's, you'll see it on FX Network on Saturday afternoon.
Are these superhero movies like okay, like Star Wars for me as a kid, where you like it as it is and you don't want it changed to be for a girl? And is that like the same thing here where the Marvel people are going to be like, no, we don't want it changed for women? Because now this is completely the wrong people showing up. It's like, oh, great. There's no hot guys to take their shirts off. Because women want to see what? One thing. They want to see Chris Hemsworth without his shirt on. They want to see Chris Evans. They want to see, even the DC people. They want to see Jason Momoa. The young girls want to see Tom Holland.
This is a supporting character. This is not a character that needs its own movie. A supporting character means it supports another character. That other character is Spider-Man. This character is not that interesting without Spider-Man.
I don't think Spider-Man's that interesting, is he? I'm just so tired of him.
Well, you can be tired of him all you want.
How many times do I keep saying the same Spider-Man movie? They've remade it 17 times. You got to give audiences, I think, a chance to, care.
But, there are 3 Spider-Women in this movie. There's Madam Web.
Well, none of them are even in the costumes, are they?
Yeah.
I keep hearing the people who do want this want them in the costumes.
Very briefly, they're in the costumes in a vision or a flash forward. Stop making these movies without the main character you want to see. You try to make Batman without Batman. You try to make Spider-Man without Spider-Man. You're making Superman without Superman.
I don't even want to see those characters anymore. Yeah, I'm to the point now. I don't want to see Batman or Super. I would never want to see Batman in another movie ever. I don't want to see Spider-Man in another movie ever. I don't want to see any of these characters ever again.
But the point is, though, that without the main character as a foil, these other characters aren't that interesting.
I don't know. They didn't do any job setting her up as other than a paramedic who didn't like kids. What's your point?
Yeah. True.
All right, that's all I got to say. It didn't make anything, and they're still going, and now they're blaming, everybody? They're blaming everybody, right?
As usual.
I don't know. Or are they? I'm just more amused by the internet mad that people won't give this one a bad review. It's like, oh, look at this shill who won't give it a bad review, won't give a bad movie a bad review. Everybody's going to give this a bad review. And I think that might be a little boring, but, who knows. I'm sure I don't have the right take either, so give me money or else.
Timber!